you have to be very careful with who you're vulnerable with.
They filter it, but not because it could come out wrong or right, like the one, but they don't want it to get in their way.
Maybe do the task, but have it be more in the mindset of a practice.
Yes.
Welcome to Anyways. We are Zach and Laura, husband and wife duo. I'm Zach. I'm the co-host, along with my wife Laura, who is a certified Enneagram coach.
Hello, everybody.
And we are excited to bring you our next episode, which today we're going to be talking about the 3.
Yes, the type 3s are the achiever, and we're going to dive into how they present as a heart center type in comparison with the 2, which we talked about last week. But first, we're going to start with the lightning round questions. Drum roll. Zach gets to do them this week, but we have a special guest today that's going to start us off with our first question. Let's introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Hadley, and I'm Zach and Laura's daughter, and I have a lightning round question for you. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
Ooh, I love this question.
That's a good one.
Okay, Hadley, I would be, I think, a dolphin because I think it'd be fun to swim a lot of places and be in the water. However, one of our girls on our team from Girls on the Run made me think that was a really good idea. They said something that flies so they could fly somewhere quickly.
Mm-hmm.
What would yours be? Let's do Daddy first. And then Hadley.
Mine, I was just thinking about the flight, and I think like a bald eagle would be pretty cool. And if they were able to like how they're able to just like fly around and glide, and I don't know, they're kind of a little bit like a predator, and they attack the fish in the water.
Whoa,
and whatnot.
You want to attack people? I thought you were all about the peace.
I'm not attacking anybody. I'm attacking for food.
Okay, Hadley, yeah.
What about you?
I would be a sea turtle because I like to swim in the water.
You would also live for a really long time, right?
Oh, perfect. I love that. Thank you for coming on our podcast, our first special guest.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
So we'll jump into another lightning round question here that I grabbed. I think this one is kind of funny. Where is the craziest place you've ever fallen asleep?
I don't fall asleep as easily as you do. Well, I feel like I've almost fallen asleep driving home from a night shift.
Oh, that's scary.
Like I had to roll down the window.
Oh, yikes.
Not crazy.
Yeah.
Roll down the window, keep my,
Keep yourself awake.
Yes.
Yeah. Use
so
a
I
rubber
know
band
night
trick.
nurses can relate to that. Thankfully, I don't work nights anymore. But
yeah,
that's not crazy. But I feel like could have been bad. Okay. What
Yeah.
about you?
I don't know if I've ever fallen asleep anywhere like super, super crazy. I would probably just say like coming back from Chicago and falling asleep on the South Shore, like the train.
Oh, okay.
Coming back into town. Is that crazy?
No.
Okay. I know. I would love to say like, okay, a park bench or something like that, and I woke up. Moving on, if I got a pet today, I would name it. We're not getting any pets
Ooh,
because
I love naming things.
I'm tired of pets,
Aw,
but we have our cat and our dog.
I know, but I love names. That's why it's so fun to think of baby names. Is it a dog or a cat?
Well, let's say tomorrow we got a dog. What would you name it?
Is it a girl or a boy?
Let's say it's a boy. Because we already have a girl dog.
True. Well, I had a cute little girl name, Lucy. I thought was cute.
Okay. Well,
if it was a girl.
Okay, let's say it's a girl dog then. Name it Lucy.
I don't know what I would do a boy. What about you if we had a dog?
I think as of right here and right now, to try to be like trendy and stuff, I'd probably name it Grogu.
Oh, is that Star Wars?
It's a Star Wars. It's Baby Yoda.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Baby Yoda's real name. So
Grogu. That's
Grogu.
really hard. Hey, Grogu. Come here. Sit, Grogu.
Imagine 10 years from now, people are like, why did you name your dog Grogu?
That's so hard. All right. Do you have one last deep question for us?
Yeah, here's the deep question.
Okay.
Is money or passion more important in a career?
Oh, passion, 100%.
That's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
You don't do it for the money.
However, we were talking earlier today.
I want to make more money.
Yeah, exactly. How can I make more money doing something I love? Yeah, but definitely passion.
You got to do it for
You
the
want to
passion.
do what you love, or else it's going to seep out into your everyday life with your family and other people if you're unhappy at work.
It's so true.
But you're making a lot of money. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
no. Okay, well, there's our little lecture for the day. Okay, type 3s, the achiever. They are so efficient, so productive. They are going to like conquer their goals like a boss. And then they're going to conquer the next goals like a boss.
And what is their core? Like, what's the... Everyone kind of has like their deal, like what they seek.
Yes, they are someone who wants to feel valuable and worthwhile. That's their core. I do feel like it's a very success-driven type as well. So
they're seen as successful.
Yes, and they want to be successful.
Okay.
Like they want to get things done themselves, but they also want other people to know they're successful.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
ultimately, deep down, they strive for the success so that they can feel like worthwhile and valuable, like they've done something in the world. But it's all about being driven and, conquering, achieving your goals.
Okay.
And they're very encouraging, uplifting. They want other people to reach their full potential. So they I feel like they can almost see the potential everyone can have and push them towards that, which
kind of encourage,
I think, is a big strength for a type 3.
Wow. Well, I see. What this brings up in my mind is I see a lot of like coaches being like that.
Yes.
As like they want, of course, they want to win too, with their team, but they probably want everybody on their team to be winners as well.
Yes. Yeah, they would be a great coach because they can look towards the end goal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And kind of.
How are we going to get there from here?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So they are part of the heart center, like the 2, but their emotions are almost like they're managed by focusing on their image and how like their sense of achievement. So they set their feelings aside.
Oh, so almost like they ignore it?
Like they feel like their feelings are unpredictable or they could get in the way of their productivity.
Interesting.
So they kind of like make a point to like, I'll deal with these feelings later. It's not that they don't feel things, but they are so driven by that core of like being valuable and worthwhile, successful, that if a feeling arises that could interrupt their like workflow for the day, they're gonna they can compartmentalize.
Oh, okay. So it's like I have these tasks, and I know that if I do these tasks, if I have these habits that I'm doing, I know that I'm going to be able to get to my goal. Something kind of comes in, like a little bit of a feeling, and it takes them away. But instead of getting off course, they stay the course. And then come back to that.
Yes.
When they can.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And like last week we talked about the 2, their emotions and feelings were outwardly expressed. Like they go help people.
Right.
They take on
So
other
seen.
People's feelings.
Right.
Right. So they don't
Very
internalize.
Yeah.
They externalize. But the 3 almost like represses. I feel like they remind me of the 1 a little bit. And tell me if you could see this too, in the sense how we talked about with the head center. So people who haven't listened, but you can go back to the previous episodes, but the type 1, the improver, for them, they control their head center and their feelings because they don't want it to come out wrong.
Right.
So they feel it, but they filter it.
Okay.
And I feel like the 3 is similar. They filter it, but not because it could come out wrong or right, like the 1, but they don't want it to get in their way.
Just we don't have time for that now.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yep. Yes, because we have things to do, things to accomplish.
Okay.
So for them, they feel things deeply. They, they do start in their heart center, but I feel like it's a quick turnaround to their head and body center.
Okay.
Because they are like push them down for later. So I would say a 3 almost needs to tap into their heart center more, even though it's their dominant center.
Wow. That's interesting, because I think in a lot of ways, for when we talked about the gut series too, the gut was prevalent in everything. So you think that the heart, it should be prevalent for a 3, but you're saying it's not.
Well, and even think of the 9 though, they like repress their body center.
Oh, that's true.
It's like, even though it could be your dominant center, you're
right.
Yeah.
You're right. So here, as we sit in the middle of the center, is the middle always repressed? Because the 9, 3, and 6 are all in the center.
I don't think the 6 represses their head.
Their head? Okay.
I don't know. I have to look into that more. See, we're learning as we go.
Yeah. Okay.
But there is always one who's like, it's like the one externalizes, one internalizes, one represses, kind of like the 8 outward, the 9 numbed it, the 1 controls it. I mean, it's a little different. And then we are, the 2 externalizes, the 3 is repressing, and then we'll talk about the 4, but the 4 internalizes.
Okay.
So
the 3 is really like, they're repressing it because they're like, I don't have time for this right now.
Yes.
I need to get to where I'm going.
Yes. And also though, along with they need to be productive, they are highly aware of how they're perceived. So they are the social chameleon. I know. They are the one who adapts, and they look differently based on what the crowd is, how they want to be seen. They are so good at like not changing who they are, but changing how they appear, if that makes sense. Because they want to fit in. They want people to like them and see them in a certain way. So think about it. For them, if they're sad and vulnerable to a bunch of people, how does that make them look? To them, it might make them look weak, or they're not getting stuff done. They're not being valuable because they're feeling this way. I would say, no, actually, sharing and being vulnerable is a strength and is something we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Well, in talking with our pastor at our church, and I brought up authenticity and vulnerability, and he brought something to my mind that I'd never really considered with those two things, because those phrases are used a lot, like you need to be vulnerable, you need to be authentic, and all that stuff. He brought up the fact that vulnerability is usually something that you bring up that can end up hurting you, that somebody can use to hurt you because you were vulnerable. Authentic is a little different. That is being, genuine, but it's not necessarily sharing anything that can hurt you.
So you're saying you don't think we should be vulnerable?
I'm saying you have to be very careful with who you're vulnerable with.
Yes.
So I could see that with
I
a
agree
3.
with that.
I could see that with a 3. They should be authentic, and
like genuinely themselves.
Yes. And not think of it as a weakness if they decide to share a little bit. But vulnerability, you do have to think about.
Oh, yes, I agree with that. And you need to trust the people you're vulnerable with.
Right.
I'm very selective.
Yeah.
I feel like what I've learned about myself is I'm very open, but I'm very selective of who I'm actually truly vulnerable with.
Right.
About the deep stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm the only one.
No,
obviously.
I think you should be.
Yes.
You should be selective with who you're vulnerable.
Right.
Yes.
So we're not saying, I think the point of this is we're not saying go be vulnerable with everyone and share every little thing about you. No. People you trust. Start small. But it's okay to tap into your feelings.
Right.
And to feel those feelings. And, but they are driven by how they're perceived. So for them, growth looks like, let's kind of go into the head and body center.
Okay.
So integrating their head and body centers.
Okay.
So also, tap into your feelings a little more, allow space for them. But to go to the head center, slow down and reflect. So ask yourself what is actually true versus what is successful. For them, a shift could be from going from I am what I achieve to I am more than what I do. That's the truth.
Yeah. I am not who, the paper says I am.
Yes.
I'm not who I am on paper. I'm a living, breathing human person who has feelings just like everybody else. And I don't always have to complete I really don't always have to complete the task,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that the achiever, that's the goal.
Yes.
But perfectionism is not necessarily. Just like maybe do the task, but have it be more in the mindset of a practice.
Yes.
Like
instead of it has to be
polished.
I have to do this. Or like my day wasn't good because this is not a truth.
Okay.
My day wasn't good because I didn't achieve everything on my list.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not true. But for them, I think it is something that you struggle feeling like, I wasn't my best today. And it's okay to reflect on that. But I would say the truth is like, it's okay that you rested. You tapped into how your body felt. So here's now going to the body center. Be aware of how your body feels and what it needs. And if you need to take rest without earning it.
Right.
Just like, I don't want to be productive today. And to tell yourself that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still good enough. I am still a great person. It's not about what I did today, what I achieved, what I accomplished.
Yeah. It's kind of like I think like if they're a type of person who likes to work out, not all threes work out, but if they are the type of person that's like, I am going to be up at 5 a.m. I'm going to be working out today. But let's say for whatever reason, they're sore, they have a headache, they're not feeling well, they're kind of under the weather. Like, give yourself the grace to say, I'm going to listen to my body.
Yes.
I'm going to let my body heal. I'm going to sleep in today, and I might even show up a little late to work.
Yes. And that's okay.
Yeah.
So being the shift of the body center for a type 3 would be like that, keep going. Like, I got to get it done, to pause and just be.
Okay.
That also allows you to be present in the moment too, and like to allow the disruption of, okay, look at this. You're being real productive. Here's a scenario. You're really being productive. You're getting it done. What if someone comes to you and interrupt? Because I feel like I've experienced this before too. Someone interrupts what you're accomplishing by saying, hey, I had a really hard day. And they need you to be there for them. How do you internally, I think this is just a question too, and a challenge, but how do you internally go from like your productive mode,
got the flow,
to be there to like bring yourself to the present moment? This is going to have to wait, and I might not finish it today, but my spouse, my kids, my friend needs me to be there for them right now. And to then be genuinely okay being there with them instead of thinking about the task you wanted to finish. And I am totally guilty of this. I feel like when I'm in the zone, I want to get it done. Yeah. So other people can relate to this, even though they're not a 3. It's that productive feeling. It feels good. You want to finish a task.
Yeah.
You want to cross your list off. And that's like great. And we need 3s in this world to get the ball rolling. So
they're the motivators. Like they're the ones that you kind of look to and you're like, oh, wow.
They can do that.
They can.
And I maybe could have the potential to be that productive too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You can learn from them. Take on some of their habits.
So I think just as a recap for the 3, the achiever, the heart center, to tap in and connect more authentically, like what Zach was saying earlier, be authentic to how you're really feeling. And, if you want to be vulnerable with the select few, but to really connect with your feelings and allow yourself that space. The head center, to seek truth. The truth, really what is true about you. And it's not only what you achieve.
Right.
And then your body center, to slow down and be present.
And to tap into what your body's telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's not just like, I feel like the body center can be an action center thing where you like go into action. But for a 3, I almost think you have to go the other way, like slow down in action. So some practical tips I wanted to share with the type 3. I came up with several, but pause 1 to 2 times a day and ask yourself, what am I actually feeling? Name your feelings without fixing them or trying to like accomplish them.
Like, what kind of goal do I need to set up to fix this feeling?
No, just feel it.
Just feel.
Feel it. What am I actually feeling? Ask yourself that once a day. I feel like that could happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 2, define success for yourself. For yourself, not other people's expectations of success.
Wow.
Just like think about that. What is success for you as a person?
That's good.
Number 3, build intentional pauses and moments of rest between your tasks. So we're not saying stop being task oriented, but even the building intentional pauses, I feel like could speak to a 3. Like, you have to plan for it.
Right.
They are planners. Plan for pauses.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be a go, 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 go. Obviously, there's ways in which you can reach your goals or complete your tasks and stuff, and it can all be mapped out, but within the map also include, like you're saying, a break.
Yep, exactly. So plan for that. And then lastly, practice doing something with no outcome attached.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So like walking, sitting, playing, having fun.
Yeah, jumping on a trampoline.
No outcome attached. And even as I said that, I just think of the one, because I feel like one of my challenges was like, have fun, go be free in the moment. You don't have to improve. So for them, it's the improve, but for the 3, it's without achieving something.
Yeah.
And
it's good stuff.
And not be guilty, not feel guilty for just being present in the moment. So 3s, you are valuable for who you are. Not just what you do. Your core is you want to be valuable, worthwhile. Well, you are just for who you are. So all the 3s listening, we love you. We appreciate you. We love how goal-oriented and planner you are. And you can get it done. And it's so impressive. And I love that. So efficient. Like the 3s I'm thinking of like are the most efficient people. And it's amazing. It's inspiring. But you are loved and valued for just the person you are and who you are on the inside, not what you achieve on the outside. So that's what I really want to speak into the 3s listening right now.
I love that. Yeah. And if you are a 3, you have any questions, you want to follow up with Laura, you can email her at feelingtypey@gmail.com. You can also find her online at feelingtypey.com. The Anyways podcast is on socials at Anyways podcast, and you can reach out, DM us there. But lots of ways to reach us, and make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast. You can even rate the podcast too. That really helps us out. But subscribing is the way that you're going to make sure you never miss a future episode.
Yes, and I have something fun to say about this. I never told you this, but Kristen from church, she sent me a picture. Her watch like gives her a notification of when it comes out.
New episode.
And I was like, ooh, fun. Maybe I do need an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But anyways, next week we are talking about the type 4s, how they show up in the Heart Center. Can't wait to do that. They are a complex number that I love learning about, and we're excited to kind of dive in and learn with you. So keep shining your light, friends. Until next time.